Hey folks, how's it going? So this is me, your friendly, fearless business coach. Again, just creating a short video because a number of people asked me about this in my program. So I wanted to create something that was sort of everlasting, that was going to just introduce to you about how I use events and Facebook ads to basically grow my business. So it's split up into two parts. So I'm covering the events and the Facebook ads. And by the way, I'm no means either a marketing expert or a Facebook ad. I'm literally just going to show you what I do to create results for my business, and show you how I managed to drive my Facebook ad spend when booking people onto events down from about £6 or £7 per person sat down to under £1 per lead, per seat. I see things like workshops and events as being a fantastic lead magnet for your business. It's a great way to build trust, and then you've got people in the room who you can kind of handle any objections in the room. So if they've got any questions about your program, your products, or your services, events are a fantastic way of kind of being able to overcome and answer all of those questions and build trust and sort of grow your business exponentially, rather than kind of doing the hope marketing of, hey, here's my PDF download, like chuck your email address in here and I'll throw a load of stuff at you. So this video is designed to be like I've designed it so it's going to add like a huge amount of value. There will be things in here which they've worked for my business but may not work for your business. Don't worry about if there's something you don't understand, don't worry about it. You can always fire me a question. I'm happy to help. What I would love, I have a coaching program called Fearless Business, so which many of you watching this will already know about, but if you want to know more, then please do ask. I won't go into too much tactical detail. Like if you're asking questions, it'd be like, well, you got to come and join the club, really, like pay to play. But in the meantime, so hopefully you'll get enough value out of this video so you can actually kind of get started. So this video, the thing is called Event Like a Pro. So basically the 5 things which I'm going to go through. I'm not going to spend masses of time on the event side of things, so Facebook ad stuff will be about a third of the way into this video, but it's useful to know how I use the events and why I'm doing the Facebook ads the way I am. So 5 things we're going to go through. So we're going to go through the event planning process, like what information do you need to actually to gather, to pull together to create an event, and actually it's not very much. I'm going to go through the practical stuff around kind of booking the venue and sort of the do's and don'ts. I'll be going through how to set up Eventbrite, create the Facebook link, and then to start the marketing and promotion process. It also assumes, like me, that you've run a few events in the past, so you've got some people in your Eventbrite platform already. If you haven't, don't worry about that too much. It's a good opportunity to start building that list up. I'm a big fan of using third-party apps, so that's why things like Eventbrite is a great sort of event marketplace. And they've got some fantastic sort of third-party integrations in there into things like Facebook and MailChimp and whatnot. So let's use those tools. They built them, so let's use them. There's no point in trying to rewrite the wheel. Then I'm going to move into, I will probably actually, for the sake of this one, skip the presentation because it'll take too long for me to walk you through my presentation process. If you want to know more about that, like ping me a message. We can set up a consultation to discuss, or a coaching session to discuss specifically that. And then the real guts of it will be the Facebook ads side of things. And that's where I think most of you will be interested. So if you're interested in Facebook ads, it's worthwhile watching the event side of things, even if you're not going to do that, just so you can see how the two things link together. But the Facebook ad side of things will be, like I said, I'm not a Facebook ad expert, but this will help you to stop basically burning money by doing things like boosting posts and doing Facebook ads and going, oh, I've done Facebook ads and it doesn't work for me. Well, I'm going to cut through a lot of that kind of sort of bullshit for you, and hopefully clear up some of the things around kind of how you target your ads and reduce your ad spend down. Cool. I hope that sounds good. So let's crack on. So, first thing, planning your event. So, first of all, the title, it needs to be brave. So, my strapline for my events is double your turnover in 6 months. This is, there's a very well-known saying about sell people what they need, not what they want. But actually, the reality is there are three core pillars in any business. They are delivery, marketing, and sales. And what you need to do is be a bit like a newspaper with a sensationalist headline and market to what people want. And then when they're in the room, sell them what they need. So that's why you're not lying here. It's not like I can't double people's turnover in 6 months. In fact, I have done. I've doubled in the last year alone, probably about 30 businesses turnover within 6 months in the time that I've worked with them through my coaching program. So it's not lying, but I want to put a sensationalist headline out there to grab people's attention, because how many business owners out there wouldn't want to double their turnover in 6 months? Let's be fair. Small, medium, or large, doesn't matter. The next thing is then to work out who your event is for. So we're talking about kind of target market here. So in respect to the target market, who is your perfect customer? And for me, it's small businesses who attend events, because I know that they're more than likely going to convert and book on to come onto my event. Now, the reality is I know that if I want to get 100 people into a room at an event, listening to me, that probably there are only 10 or 20 people in that room who will be interested in buying my goods or services, products. But that's not a problem. The other 80 people are there to kind of create a buzz. I know that the value which I deliver during my events helps them, so that's cool. But so I want basically business owners whose businesses have kind of plateaued and they just want to take it up to that next level of growth. Maybe they're having a few issues around confidence and things like that. So you got to be really kind of, I know that's not terribly specific, so we can drill down a bit further. So I work predominantly with service-based businesses, accountants, lawyers, coaches and consultants, and agencies. So I used to run an agency for 12 years. So you can be much more specific in your targeting if you want to, but you got to have a reasonably clear idea about who your event is for. Next up is the format. So there's kind of several different formats, and I haven't played much with webinars. For me, 2-hour seminars work really well. Next thing for me is to move up to paid workshops. If I put on a free seminar, typically I can if I market it 4 weeks in advance, and that's part of the planning, then I can fill the room with at least 40, 50 plus people. Last one I did, I had 97 tickets booked and 60 people arrived at the event, which is fantastic. Sold in the room, which is even better. So, and that's the idea with this seminar. It's just about kind of building trust and then having a good offer. Obviously, I'm not going to talk about the presentation, but having a really substantial offer at the end of it to give to people, so that they kind of start on their journey of working with you. The seminar format is it's like a lead magnet, basically. It's a 2-hour opportunity to build trust with a group of people in the room and have a bit of fun whilst you're doing it. I absolutely love talking in front of audiences, so it kind of makes sense to me to do that. The workshop format is much longer, so you might be talking about a 2-hour seminar versus a half-day or full-day workshop. Workshops typically tend to be paid because the cost tends to then become sort of exponential in terms of like laying on lunch, coffees all day, booking a room all day, and things like that, and other resources which you've got to put into it. So there are costs. The difference, though, between free and paid for is really quite important, though, because free, you're removing all of the barriers to entry for people booking it. So the idea is you want to get bookings. It's not about kind of how much you're going to sell. Even if you charged £1